This is the story the papers didn't think you'd want to read. This is the story you didn't ask for but are being told anyway. This is the Eric Howell story.
I think the live show is where you separate the wheat from the chaff. The men from the boys.
People that didn't know him, didn't come to see him, walked up to him after the show and said, "I've never heard of you, don't know who you are, but damn, you were good."
In my mind, that's still the key thing.
I've come across a lot of musicians and a lot of acts that I would have never heard of otherwise.
They can make a great album, but if they can't pull it off live.
Tonight only, at the Double Door, Eric Howell Show Band and Review.
When I was going through the whole Apprentice experience and when I won The Apprentice, he wrote a fantastic song. In fact, I have it in my CD collection.
Eric Howell's got to be one of the most dynamic performers that we've had at IPO.
It's not enough for him just to write or perform songs. He really feels the connection with the audience.
We are here together. Let's do it.
Hey, get back. Now that I have your attention, you know, every day a million seals are murdered ruthlessly. And we can bond together.
I'm not going to hear him on the radio.
93 XRT, and that was the voice of Eric Howell, the lead singer of The Implants. You can check out Eric Howell and his music at www.erichowellmusic.com.
I've seen this guy play at parties and bar rooms, and the kind of dialogue that he sets up with an audience is really something to watch.
I follow what I feel the pain. I won't meet with pedal woman.
Generally speaking, people come here to dance the music that they know. I know a few times he's come to me and tell me how either hungover he was, or how tired, or this is the third gig he's done in a day, but he doesn't let it show when he's up there. And as soon as he's done, he looks like he's about to fall over.
I think he was standing on top of the speaker and got a little bit too into it maybe, and then jumped off. And then I remember him landing on the ground, and he said something like, "Oh, I think I broke my ankle or something," but then just kind of like sloughed it off and didn't really acknowledge how much pain he was in. But then like the very next day, I think he told me that he went to the doctor or the hospital, and yeah, something he either fractured his ankle or sprained it severely or just something crazy. And but he just continued to play the whole night.
He said, "Johnny, survive a man."
I never know what to expect with his live shows.
You know, that's when we did first started doing the live shows. That's when I realized how dramatic Eric was. I remember at our first show, and I jumped over to the sax, but I remember doing a song on that first gig, Johnny Survivor Man.
'Cause Johnny,
Yeah.
you're a survivor, man!
I remember the club being right across the street from a club called the Wild Hair. The Wild Hair is this reggae dance type of place. And we were playing across the street on the second floor in some club somewhere. I don't think the gig was last minute, but I don't think it was advertised at all.
1, 2, 2. Yeah. Nodding, yeah.
So we kind of got up there, and I got there early and set up all my stuff, and like no one was there, and I didn't know what was going on. And then Eric he showed up a couple hours later saying that there was a problem.
Check 1, 2, 2. Hey. Yeah.
All the equipment was there. We were booked to play that night, so we thought we'd make the most of it. But then I remember Eric, he was pretty concerned about it, so he just like kind of left, for a little while, and he was going to kind of fly around the street or try to drum up somebody to come up to the club to see us. This was on a Friday or Saturday night, so and that particular street in the city, on any Friday and Saturday night, there was tons of people out there. There was no one upstairs to see us. He he got a bunch of people to come up there, but I'm almost sure he gave his credit card to the owner. He offered everyone, he said, if you come up to see us, it's like, you know, everyone gets a free drink or something, and it's on him. And I think that went terribly wrong. You know, after, you know, you get to like $100, $200, whatever, just like, you know, stop charging my credit card. It was all good times.
Tony K, Lonnie Lee. Mike Zelenko on the drums. From the issue, 2 rehearsals, and then boom, we're in. Mike lays down basic tracks. We do 2 or 3 takes. He goes home. 10 years later, it's been released.